federal roads in the state. Enhanced teachers' welfare, a key to qualitative education. NIMC advises candidates on main enrollment for easy access. Quadri leads Team Nigeria to ITTF Team World Cup. Hello there, good evening. Welcome to tonight's edition of MCL News at 7. My name is Emeka Shibu. The Abia State House of Assembly has called on federal lawmakers from the state to draw the federal government's attention to the deplorable state of federal roads in Abia. The call was part of the resolutions taken during Tuesday's plenary session of the House, presided over by Speaker Chinedum Orji. The House also urged the state government to mandate the Abia State Road Maintenance Agency (ABROMA) to apply some palliatives on the failed portions of the roads pending reconstruction and rehabilitation by the federal government. The House listed the dilapidated roads in the state to include the Umuahia-Ikwana Road, Umuahia-Bende Road, and Ohofia-Arochukwu Road, amongst others. The resolution followed a motion of urgent public importance moved by Stanley Nwabisi, representing Ikwana State constituency. In the motion, Nwabisi drew the attention of the House to the increasing dilapidation on the Umuahia-Ikwana-Ikot-Ekpene Road. He regretted that the road, which serves as a major economic access point linking Abia State to Akwa Ibom, Rivers, and Cross River, has completely collapsed. He says the federal government in May approved 13.2 billion naira for the reconstruction of the road, but regretted that work is yet to commence on the project. And the senator representing Abia South Senatorial District, Naya Abariga, has described the 2020 budget as nothing but a budget of taxation. The senator added that the budget is not sustainable. President Muhammad Buhari presented the 2020 appropriation bill to the joint sitting of the National Assembly on Tuesday. He had christened the budget of sustaining growth and job creation. However, Abaribe, speaking at the Senate plenary on Wednesday, told the Red Chamber this is nothing but a budget of taxation. He hinged his reason on the ratio of debt servicing compared to that of capital expenditure. Abaribe argued debt servicing is higher than capital expenditure. We are still struggling. The former governor of Benue State, who represents Benue North East Senatorial District, Gabriel Suswan, supports Abaribe's observation. Suswan noted, "I commend Mr. President for bringing an ambitious budget. The deficit worries me. There is a correspondence borrowing increase. We need to do something in this chamber by way of legislation to address borrowing." The effectiveness of any educational system depends greatly on the educational attainment of teachers. This is because no system of education can offer qualitatively higher education above what the teachers have. Against this backdrop, MCL News takes a look on the need of improving the welfare of Nigerian teachers on the heels of World Teachers Day, globally marked on 5th October annually. Chibu completes the report.
Education is an inevitable tool for sustainable development and a vehicle for advancing the frontier of knowledge. The fact remains that teaching and learning depend on teachers, for there can be no meaningful socio-economic and political development in the society without teachers. Speaking on the need to provide qualitative education through improving the welfare of teachers, respondents said that for national development and peaceful coexistence to be attained, there is need to invest in human capital development teacher education. They stress the need to provide adequate training and retraining programs, conducive environments for teaching and learning, with enough instructional materials, while regular payment of teachers' salaries should top the agenda of every responsive administration.
That's what is called the teacher salary structure because of the peculiarities of the teaching profession. So if their salaries could be enhanced, they will put in more. Secondly is in providing them with the tools of teaching, the instructional materials which they need. These are very, very important. The teachers' teaching environment, the staff rooms, the classroom itself, the conditions of those places have to be improved. If these things are done in these three key areas I mentioned, I think the teachers' productivity will increase. Every teacher ought to have a hospital talent. Whenever he has a sickness of any kind, he go to the government hospital and be treated free of charge. They very tell it. Because the law you have today is not by the teacher. The politician you have that is carrying the money, the nation's money, starting them in foreign banks and all of that, is not by the teacher.
The respondents also said that Nigerian educational system needs to be responsive to the technological, social and economic needs of the society by training the type of human resources needed in the industrial and economic sectors.
Special course can be given to them to come into the teaching profession. Being young, they have a lot to contribute to the development of, just like we said, education is the foundation of national development. And that foundation can only be solid if you have solid, well-motivated teachers anchoring the educational sector. Teachers have the duty to instill discipline in the pupil and students they teach. They also has this very responsibility to tell them to remember their background, their alma mater. Now, if teachers will let these people they teach to remember their alma mater, because I know that some of us, we are reading our alma mater. We are contributing to the growth of our alma mater. This is a part of development.
Education, which is also recognized as a process of imparting knowledge, skills and attitude to the learners, remains the only instrument of nurturing productive citizens for sustainable development and democracy. Hence, teachers' welfare should accord its place of pride. Chibu, MCL News.
The Senate has confirmed the nomination of Adeleke Adewolu as Executive Commissioner on the Governing Board of the Nigerian Communications Commission. This follows the presentation and consideration of a report by the Chairman of the Senate Committee on Communications, Oluwani Tinubu. However, this brought about agitations among federal lawmakers from the Southeast proposing that the nomination be stepped down for reasons of omission of the Southeast from the list of the Governing Board of the NCC. The Senate resolved to direct the Committee on Communications to investigate the circumstances surrounding the matter and report back to the upper chamber for further legislative actions. And the National Identity Management Commission has advised all 2020 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination candidates yet to enroll for the National Identification Number to visit any NIMC office and do so. The Information Technology Identity Database Office of NIMC, Trux Onyaponoka, gave the advice during an interview with newsmen in Abuja. He says that name is mandatory for the UTME examination, hence obtaining name qualifies candidates for registration. In June, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board stated that starting from the year 2020, UTME and direct entry candidates will register for its examinations with their name to solve the challenges of multiple registrations. The National Identity Management Commission and partners are to harmonize data of candidates for the UTME to reduce cost of registration and check underage registration. The agreed age for UTME registration is 15 years. As a result, nobody who is below 15 years is qualified for its registration. The information officer says that the commission has over 1,000 enrollment centers across the country. And still ahead on MCL News, Buhari inaugurates Economic Advisory Council. Reps accuse Ministry of abandoning Enugu airports. 8 discos may lose license. These and other reports will be brought to you shortly after this break. Please do stay with us.
Have you been finding it difficult to cook for your family? Is cooking top giving you sleepless nights? Don't worry. Bobby Cooking Gas Plant to the rescue. Bobby Cooking Gas Plant, 74 Aborona Road, opposite FIRS office, Aba, is now open for business. Yes, compared to other sources, cooking gas is easier, handy, convenient, and more affordable when you buy from us. Bobby Investment is a name and source you can trust and depend on when it comes to petroleum products. At Bobby Cooking Gas Plant, your satisfaction and peace of mind is our major concern. So enjoy doing business with us. We use new digital scale, digital dispenser, and we refill your gas cylinder at moderate price. Remember, at Bobby Cooking Gas Plant, what you pay is what you get. Inquiries call 0803-751-5558 or 0806-408-3835. Bobby Cooking Gas Plant, 74 Aborona Road, now open for business.
Bobby Cooking Gas is the best!
Do not deface Abia State with posters. Do not defecate on our streets. Do not litter Abia State.
My brothers, I say wetin man go do for this world wey people no go talk. If you chop,
Do not urinate in public places.
you no chop, dem go talk. Wetin make we do for this world? I say make we go do the things wey we carry for heart. Na so world want am. Abi no be so?
Keep Abia State clean. This message is brought to you by MCLTV.
Thank you so much for staying with us. If you have just joined us, you are watching MCL News at 7. At this time, we shall go over to our Omaha studio where Emmanuel Waswe is standing by with other reports. Good evening, Emmanuel.
Good evening to you, Omega. Welcome to Umuahia. President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated the Economic Advisory Council, tasking them to focus on data collection. The 8-man advisory council, at a meeting with the president, was asked to what is achievable in the short term. President Buhari last month replaced the economic management team headed by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo with the Economic Advisory Council, which is mandated to report directly to him. The council is headed by Professor Doyin Salami with Dr. Mohammed Sagagi as Vice Chairman, while the Senior Special Assistant to the President and Development Policy, Mohammed Salisu, is the Secretary. Appointed as members of the council is the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, and Bismarck Rwani. The council is expected to advise the president on economic policy matters and a range of internal and global economic issues. The deputy minority leader of the House of Representatives, Toby Okechukwu, has accused the Ministry of Aviation of abandoning the Enugu airport 6 weeks after closing it. Toby Okechukwu made this known while moving a motion of urgent public importance and the closure of the airport. The motion moved by Okechukwu and 30 others stated that on 24th August 2019, Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria closed down Akanijo International Airport, Enugu, to allow for rehabilitation of the runway. Okechukwu disclosed that no contractor has been mobilized to the site and no funds released for the rehabilitation. Supporting the motion, Patrick Asadu said the situation was contrary to the promise made to the region that it will be completed by December ending. Following the adoption of the motion, the House therefore resolved to urge the House Committee on Aviation to work with the Aviation Ministry to ensure immediate commencement and also called on President Muhammadu Buhari to intervene. The licenses of 8 power distribution companies may be cancelled for breaching Section 74 of the Electric Power Sector Reform Act. According to the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, MERC, the power distribution firms include Ikeja, Abuja, Benin, and Enugu Discos. Others are Kaduna, Kano, Port Harcourt, and Willa Discos. MERC in an 8-page notice described the actions of the discos as manifest and flagrant breaches, and they have 60 days to explain why their licenses should not be cancelled. The Commission also insisted that discos with an excess of tariff shortfall over market shortfall shall be compensated accordingly for the difference, but all ministries, departments, and agencies should also be metered within 60 days. And on a sad note, the serene town of Ebe in Michigan South Local Government Area, Abia State, was filled with guests, family, and associates of late Shepherd Paul as he took his final bow from his journey on earth. MCLTV witnessed the funeral ceremony and now reports.
If eulogies could transform the dead back to life, then late Onwuchekwa Egozipe Paul will be living today. The burial could be mistaken for a carnival, as the various organizations and associations that he distinguished himself in life were fully represented. The officiating pastor, Obioma John, of the United Evangelical Church, Ebe University, former Kwaibo Church, took the opportunity to deliver what he termed his last burial, to be officiated as he was on transfer. Pastor Obioma John's very invoking sermon was most touching as he dwelt on the need for the town to purge itself of evil. In the response to MCLTV, widow of the deceased, Josephine Chekwas, his aged mother, Madam Winibe Egozipe Paul, his elder brother, Bro Israel Egozipe, and close family associates, Ogugwa Nwabunike, all spoke in glowing terms of the late Chekwas Egozipe Paul.
He's a friend to have. And he was one of
Somebody who had a heart for his fellow human beings, particularly his siblings and family. He was so generous that he never spared anything to ensure that his family had the best that he could offer.
As the late Onwuchekwa Paul journeys back to his maker, his legacies and generosity will remain a shining light on the entire Eguzipe Paul's family and the obeying university. May the soul of the late Onwuchekwa Paul rest in peace in the Lord. Amen. Oluchion Biko, MCL News.
And it is on that side note that we return to you, Emeka, for the rest of the news.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for those reports. And from the foreign scene, 2 million people have asked to stay in the United Kingdom after Brexit under the government's EU settlement scheme, latest figures show. The number of applications received by 30 September is equivalent to 1 in 6 EU citizens in Britain and included nationals and relatives from the EU, the European Economic Area and Switzerland. Home Office data published on Wednesday revealed. More than 500,000 applications were received in September alone. It is believed that continuing threat of a no-deal Brexit on 31st October has prompted the rush of applications, even though EU citizens and their families have until 31st December 2020 to apply, even if the UK crashes out. And in sports, 9 years after featuring in the biannual International Table Tennis Federation Team World Cup, Nigeria will be making a return to the prestigious tournament as Aruna Kadri leads a 5-man Team Nigeria to the 2019 edition holding in Tokyo, Japan on November 6 to 10. Nigeria's last appearance in the tournament was in 2010 at the United Arab Emirates, where the team became the first African team to win the Intercontinental Cup. Based on their triumph at the 2018 African Championship in Mauritius, the team qualified as Africa's men representative at the Tokyo tournament, which also serves as test event for Olympic Games. In the confirmed list of players made available to newsmen, Kadri, who is at present in Bremen competing for a place in the main draw of the ITTF World Tour tagged German Open, will be among the top-rated players leading their country campaign to the championship. Also in the Team Nigeria's list are Segun Toriola, Bode Abiodun, Olajide Omotayo and Aziz Sholanke. Egypt, as the African women champion, will join Nigeria at the Tokyo tournament, and the Egyptian side will be led by African women's singles champion Dina Meshref, who recently moved to Germany to sharpen her skills against some of the world's best ahead of Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. ITTF says that the tournament features teams of the standard of Olympic Games, with China, Germany and host Japan considered as favorites. And still in sports, Black Queens of Ghana have been shown the exit in race towards the women's football event of the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. The Queens, hitherto one of the continent's powerhouses in women's football, were beaten by a lone goal in Nairobi by Harambee Starlets, who reportedly showed more hunger to progress. The East Africans now progress to the 4th round of the qualifiers, where they will meet the winner between Zambia and Botswana. It will be recalled that on Monday, 9-time African champions Super Falcons were pushed out of the competition after playing out a 1-1 draw against Ivory Coast at the Agege Stadium, handing the Ivorians passage to the next round on the superior away goal rule after the first leg had ended 0-0 in Abidjan. Meanwhile, the indomitable Lioness of Cameroon has also booked a place in the 4th round after edging out DR Congo on a 3-2 aggregate. The ladies from Yaoundé will face Les Elephants, while Kenya will tackle either Botswana or Zambia. After the 4th round, the 2 finalists will lock horns with the winner bagging automatic ticket to Tokyo, while the runners-up will settle for playoff against runners-up in South America Football Confederation, CONMEBOL. And that's the size of our package for tonight. But before we go, a recap of our major stories. The Abia State House of Assembly has called on the federal lawmakers from the state to draw the federal government's attention to the deplorable state of federal roads in Abia. A call has gone out to government to enhance the benefits of teachers in the Nigerian education system. This will ensure adequate motivation on the part of teachers to impart functional knowledge to pupils and students. The National Identity Management Commission has advised all 2020 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination candidates not yet enrolled for the National Identification Number to visit any main office and enroll. 9 years after featuring in the biannual ITTF Team World Cup, Nigeria will be making a return to the prestigious tournament as Aruna Kadri leads the 5-man Team Nigeria to the 2019 edition, holding in Tokyo, Japan from November 6th to 10th. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Emeka Chibu. Stay tuned for Akoko One. From me, it's good night. MCL